Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. TGIF, can you believe it? Can you freaking believe it? TGI, can you freaking believe it that it's Friday again? Hey, what's up? We made it through another week. Is hanging out with me making time feel like it's flying? We are wrapping up our week with time, with the herb time. It's just crazy how when you start to do something on a regular basis, it really can show you bam, things are cruising along. So here we are 5 days in now on this was our 20th recording week of 2020. So that was kind of interesting. We hung out with our herb of the week time all week. We manifested more gratitude. We hung out with the trees yesterday. That was cool. We did a tarot spread on Tuesday, which actually seems really far away. The week went quick, but when you think about Tuesday, when you think about pulling tarot cards, it's whoa. Okay, we did a lot this week because Tuesday feels like forever ago. But the week was quick. And I really hope that you feel like I feel that, even though the week was quick and the path had its turns and twists and ups and downs, you feel like you've been following your true path. You feel like you're headed in the right direction. You feel like more and more you're releasing things that no longer serve you, aspects of yourself that are no longer the real you, people, negativities, old belief systems. You are releasing everything which is not your highest you anymore, and you're stepping into more of your light and your true power and your higher self in this really, really good energy. Now, yesterday afternoon, I had to lay down. I was so tired, and I was blaming it that I didn't drink coffee after I had drank coffee for 3 days. That's how quickly sometimes I feel my body gets hooked on things. And obviously by the way that I'm talking, you can tell that I drank coffee this morning. So maybe I'm just at that age where I need to drink a little cup of Joe every morning to kickstart. But also I just felt there was a lot of integration yesterday with energies, transmuting energies for the collective. And I had been doing herb walks, and even though I enjoy them so very much, sometimes hanging out with people zaps me a little bit because I give so much to them. So I'm learning how to balance that all out. I have another herb walk this afternoon with my neighbor. I'm so excited to hang out with Amanda. I've really enjoyed all my walks all week, so much so that I just recorded a podcast for Herbal Marie this morning on the porch called You Can Host Herb Walks. Literally just trying to maybe plant the seed for other people that, hey, invite people over into your life, into your house, into your yard, show them your plants, introduce them to the herbs, tell them why you're growing chamomile, tell them why you're growing whatever you're growing. Maybe you're just growing plantain because it grows in your yard, but you're loving it and you're using it and you can tell people about it. Maybe you're growing thyme. The herb of the week's what about me? What about me, bitch? Maybe you're growing thyme, and you can tell them all the nerdy things you know about thyme, but then since we've hung out with thyme this week, you can be and you know what? It's used for courage and bravery and following your path, even if it feels like a labyrinth sometimes. So anyways, there was some really great affirmations with thyme. We'll do those here in a split sec. And then we're going to pull, well, wait, I've already pulled cards. I have three, I'm what the hell are we doing? I have 3 piles in front of me, and I'm going to pull a number to go with each pile because we haven't done our numbers for a couple weeks, and we'll see which number calls out to you so that you'll know if you want the first, second, or third pile, and we'll see what kind of messages come through. But anyways, let's do our affirmations. Make it a note to maybe listen to Herbal Marie later on today. Think about doing an herb walk for people that you know in your life. I'm just talking friends and family, y'all. You don't have to be an official site of herbal tours or anything. I'm just saying, like, invite some old friends that you haven't seen in a while, some relatives, somebody you know who's getting into the natural way of life, and invite them over and just show them your plants. What do you think? All right, I am brave, right? That's time. I follow my true path. Maybe this is part of yours, stepping out a little bit more into service and into connecting people with the plants. So anyways, let's do our affirmations. Then I will pull some of these number cards and we'll get it going on. This affirmation is brought to you by our courageous herb of the week, thyme, and I dedicate them all to you. Thank you. I am brave. I follow my true path. I quickly forgive all wrongs and release resentments. I burn away what is no longer me, and I stoke my creative fire. I step out of the broom closet and declare my magic. I elevate my spirit and courageously rise to challenges. I am brave. I follow my true path. I quickly forgive all wrongs and release resentments. I burn away what is no longer me, and I stoke my creative fire. I step out of the broom closet and declare my magic. I elevate my spirit and courageously rise to challenges. And so it is. So, which one of those affirmations did you connect with most, or did you use the most? Like, I quickly forgive all wrongs and release resentments. I put that into action quite a bit yesterday. All week long, I feel like I've been burning away what is no longer me. And yeah, sometimes it's like, whoa, what's going to be left of me? Just the true you, honey. That's what's going to be left. And what are you going to do with it? You're going to stoke your creative fire. You're going to step out of the broom closet. You're going to declare your magic. And so important to elevate your spirit. So yeah, of course, it's going to help us deal with challenges, but it's just going to help us feel better, know ourselves better, and bring more light and love into our body. So on that note, I just peeked at the number 4. I saw it. So that means the angels are with us. Maybe this weekend I'll be vibing high enough to work with Archangel Metatron for another episode of Angelic Herbs. Haven't done one for 2 weeks because, well, my energy's just kind of been shit compared to what it needs to be to work with Archangel Metatron. So we'll see. We'll see where I'm at Sunday for that. If I gotta wait another week, so be it. But like, if it's good to go, let's do it. I also have a ton of other stuff I gotta do though. Just saying. Comfrey, Golden Seal, and now Thyme. The paperwork's piling up on my desk. I don't know if there's enough coffee in the world to get it all done, but I will try. The Comfrey podcast is written. I just need my neighbors to shut it long enough for me to record. Like, they're either running the lawnmower, running the weed whacker, screaming their heads off in their swimming pool. Like, I love them so much. I'm glad they're happy, but it's just, as far as quiet recording time, I haven't really had it. Okay, 3 piles. Let's get some numbers for these piles so we know which one is calling us. So for the first pile, can we have a perfect number for the first pile? For the first pile. Okay, well, I guess we'll do the top. It's number 6. Can we have a perfect number for the second pile? for the second pile, a perfect number so people know that this is their message. What number can we have for the second pile? 51. I feel like we've had 51 before. I don't know. Don't ask me to remember Jack Schmidt. My mom sent me this ridiculous, like, funny email, the history of Jack Schmidt, but it was like, you know, supposed to be like for Jack shit. Anyways, it was silly. Okay, here's our last number, 96. So 6, 51, or 96. 6, 51, or 96. Which one do you resonate most with? I wish I resonated most with 6 because it's the number of love and compassion. I like 51, but 96 is probably the pile I'm going to go with. That's the year I graduated high school. So that out of all the numbers, class of 96, yo, what's up? That's the one that resonates the most, I would say. So you ready? You ready for this? Go make some tea. I'm just going to pause real quick so I can take a picture of the piles. So I remember to post it on my Instagram at Herb Oracle. You'll be able to see a picture of the cards over there. Okay, pile number 6. If you pick the number 6, here are your cards. So I'll lay them out. We're getting 6 cards today. We're getting what's that deck called? Botanical Hedgewitch Botanical. You're getting a Hedgewitch Botanical. You're getting a Flower Whisper. You're getting a Enchanted Spell Oracle with the Priestess. You're going to get a Soul Flower, a Botanic Whisper, and then end with a card from the Herbal Healing deck so that I can send you off into the weekend with an herbal ally and a green friend. So like a specific herb that's going to help you. So our first card, the Hedgewitch Botanical, that's going to kind of give us, the first 3 cards will kind of give us a theme for your reading, and then the last 3 cards will be your sweet herbal guidance and upliftment. Kind of worked out like that. All right, so let's see what's on the table, literally, for you if you chose number 6. Your Hedgewitch Botanic card is Defend. It's a dogwood. So you have a message of defend coming in. I'm going to do the first 3 cards, and we'll flip over your Flower Whisper and your Priestess. Okay, so you got the Priestess of Ambition, and that's the birch tree. And it also came in with dogwood. So you got dogwood and birch. Defend your ambition. So right away, I'm seeing like you maybe sometimes are the motivated type to the point that like you almost do have to like justify it for people because they get jealous of you and they criticize you for no reason. And it's like, or maybe you have negative naysayers around you that maybe are overcritical or try to talk you out of doing something. Maybe this is like you want to do something, but people are like, why would you want to do that? Or you can't do that, or you have to have a lot of money to do that, or and you have to stand up and defend your ambition. So that doesn't mean like throw fists or punches or harsh words at this person. It's more of like an energetic boundary defense. Like you have to be like shielded energetically from their negativity so that it doesn't even enter you. It just bounces off at you. You don't let it in. You don't listen to what they're saying. You don't let it bring your energy down. You don't feel that shade, right? So you need to be emanating enough of your own light that even if someone does throw shade, it doesn't matter because you are brilliant, you are glowing, you're on the right track. Don't let people dissuade you. Dissuade. So yesterday I made a YouTube video on Sadie Marie Cherico, my YouTube channel. And I used the word dissuade, and then like later on I was like, did I make up that word? Is that even a word? And then I realized it was a word. So now like every time I use the word dissuade, it's gonna make me laugh. So don't let people dissuade you. That is a real word. It is a real thing. People can persuade you with their negativity or their doubt, or like even sometimes if you tell someone an idea of yours and they don't react the way you wanted them to, like they did not react positively or excitedly or supportively, it's like you can like think, oh, should I even do this? And it's like, listen, yes, you should. And maybe you should also maybe not tell people your ideas until they're fully developed and you're doing them already. Like if people are crushing your little sproutlings of ideas, then wait until they're stronger and more developed and they can grow on their own, even if somebody wants to throw shade. So defend your ambition, follow your path. Your flower whisper says, love is the flower you've got to let grow. So it's like that's something to defend too. Those good vibes inside you, the heart healing that you're doing, the work that you're doing inside of you. Like you're trying to be a better person, but you're still hanging out with your gaggle of bitches, and they're just like, why would you even want to forgive him? And why would you even want to be nice to her? And it's like you got to really like defend your ambition to let love grow inside of you. If that's what you want, that's what you need to do and protect and allow to keep on blooming. Oh my gosh, yeah, you want to change. You're ready for change. You want to be ambitious, so please don't let anybody deter you from that. Okay, moving on to your soul flower. Whoa, you got the bleeding heart, which is independence. So yeah, I would say, oh, and this is cute because like the bleeding hearts match the very like purplish, pinkish purplish colors, and the love is the flower you've got to let grow card. Oh, and your priestess of ambition, she's wearing purple too, but it's really dark purple. So okay, you've got this purple pinkish energy coming in. The bleeding heart is about independence. Yeah, so it is time for you to do your own thing and heal your heart and do your forgiveness work. Now, purple always reminds me of the violet flame of transmutation. So if you've got negative people around you, you can surround them with the vision of the purple flame or their purple light, or shine, like blast them with some purple violet energy so that you can help them become more positive and you can allow yourself to forgive them. So maybe put on a cloak of violet light around your shoulders right now. And, you know, like, because we were saying, like, we want that shade, that negativity to bounce off of you. So it's like, how about that defense that you can use for yourself is the purple light, the violet flame of transmutation, of transformation, of protection. Like, envision this purple bubble around you, this purple cloak that you wear over your shoulders that really helps you walk your independent path. What did Time say? Oh yeah, I follow my true path, right? I allow myself to be guided by my innermost ambitions. So bleeding heart is coming in to help you be independent. Bleeding heart helps you to recognize and strengthen the true source of your heart's power. It is impossible to sustain directing all your loving energy to external sources, or equally to rely on external sources to sustain you. So what Bleeding Heart is saying is to fill your strong, independent heart from within so that you may offer love even when brokenhearted. So yeah, maybe you feel trampled on, maybe somebody broke your heart. You feel like you need to defend your heart a little bit because you're vulnerable. That's fine. But Bleeding Heart and your flower whisper are saying, yo, love is the flower you've got to let grow. It's who you are. Love is who you are. So don't look for it outside of yourself. You need to feel it and feel it and experience it and grow it from inside of yourself. And then you can share it out. You can offer love regardless of what has happened or what is happening. You can still offer love. But yeah, Dogwood is saying, but you know what? You do have to use your energetic defenses so that you can protect that space within you, so that you can protect your ambition, so you can protect your little love sprouts that are just starting to grow, right? Your independence is growing. Your self-knowledge is growing. The security of who you are, that you know yourself to be, is growing. So yeah, while that is in its fragile new state, you do want to energetically protect it. All right, 2 cards. We're going to kind of go through these hopefully at this pace for everybody so I can get my day going on. And you too, right? TGIF already? So you got Tangerine, which is all about new ventures, promotion, and dreams. And it could be about demotion and negativity. So yeah, this ambition that we first were starting about, you do have some new things that you are trying to get going on. And Tangerine says, now is the time for me to take a chance on a fresh venture. With a happy heart and a positive mind, success is the only outcome. So yeah, you're on the right path. Don't let anybody dissuade you. Don't let anyone put the seed of doubt in you, especially yourself. Don't let yourself dissuade yourself. It's my new favorite word now that I know it's actually a word. Yeah, Tangerine has her chin up. She's looking up to the sky. She's going to be positive. There could be some negativity behind her, like the bleeding heart is behind her. Your bleeding heart is behind you. Your broken heart is behind you. Now it's time for you to follow your dreams. You've got to. You have got to. We've got the white stag energy and the ambition card. You have got to allow yourself to be guided. And yeah, if you do have to set up some boundaries until you're strong enough to be on your own 2 feet and follow your dreams without being affected by negativity, then do so. And that's okay, because most of us always have to have some level of energetic protection. We're just delicate flowers. We just always have to be defending our sweet selves. Okay, so that's your message for the weekend. Now let's get you an herbal friend to hang out with, to connect with. Maybe this could be a familiar plant. This could be a familiar herbal ally, or this could be someone new for you to look into, invite in, connect with the energy, or whatnot. Let's see who it is. It's Burdock. So you get to hang out with Burdock this weekend. Burdock has a message of detoxify. So absolutely, it's time to detoxify yourself from any negative people, negative thoughts, any of the demotion that you keep finding yourself. Like, as we were saying, like, you've got these ambitions and people want to be throwing shade. You got to get those people out of your life, or at least out of your mind. Yeah, sometimes you can't get them out of your life right away. Sometimes that takes time for you to clean up your energy, for the universe to work them out in the right way. But I'll tell you where you can get rid of them is your mind. You do not have to let them in. So detoxify your mind, detoxify your life the best you can. Burdock says, let's detox your body. Like, tangerine is a very happy, happy, happy smell. Let's try to get happy this weekend. Let's try to love ourselves and maybe drink some burdock root tea. It's very sweet, like not the sweetest, it's not like licorice or anything, but like it's very palatable and you'll love it. Funny that the leaf is the most bitter leaves, and but the burdock root is yummy. People eat it. It's called gobo. So maybe you'll find yourself at a market tomorrow for the farmer's market, and somebody will have some gobo root, and you're like, oh my gosh, like this is my boy. So you get some gobo root and you take it home and you figure out what to do with it, and you just kind of like venture with yourself a little bit more. and be independent and love your own company, and don't look for anything outside of you. Don't let anything, like my dogs right now, I could get negative because of that, or I could just ignore them, right? So I'm not going to let anybody, and neither are you, going to let anybody get in the way of your ambition to better yourself, follow your dreams, grow love within you. That is something worth defending. Absolutely. So anyways, thank you, Burdock. Thank you, Tangerine. Thank you, Bleeding Heart. Thank you, Birch Tree. Thank you, Love. And thank you, Dogwood, for coming in with the number 6 to remind us to gently, energetically, and lovingly defend the good stuff that we have going on within us. Love, compassion, dreams, hope, new adventures. You know, we want to stay on our path, and we're not being rude, but we're just not going to let anybody deter us from that another minute any longer. So be it. Okay, let's moving it on to the next pile, 51. Might as well slow down and enjoy myself a little bit. There's no way I can get this podcast done before we gotta go pick up our lunches. We're still getting our socialist surprise school lunches delivered. Although yesterday we walked down and they were actually out of them. They ran out, which was totally okay. We still got chocolate milk. We don't really need the lunches, but it's like they want us to take them, do you know, if they have them. So I'm sure today they'll have like more than enough, you know, and I don't know. I appreciate their generosity and their kindness. We got to start looking for the good stuff in the world, right? We manifested more gratitude this week on Wednesday, and now it's up to us to put it into practice. Now it's up to us, you know, to grow more of it. All right, so if you pick number 51, that was the middle pile. Here are your cards. Let's pull over. Let's flip over. Excuse me, the first 3 cards and see what your theme is. Your botanic hedge, which is protection. Great. We went from defending to now the second pile is protection. You got Rowan with protection. We'll flip over your quote. It says, "Be gentle with yourself. You are so worthy." And your hedge, you're not your hedge witch, your priestess is clarity. So protection, be gentle with yourself. You are so worthy, clarity. So right off the bat, I feel like you have just not been seeing yourself as the beautiful, beautiful priestess that you are. And if you happen to have a penis, God, right? God, priest, man. I just know most likely you're a woman because that's just who I'm attracting right now. Women like me who need to remember their value, who need to remember their worth, and to reconnect with their self-esteem. So yeah, you do need to be gentle with yourself, because you know who the biggest critic in your life is? You. We're so mean to ourselves sometimes. We're so harsh. We just expect so much, and it's like sometimes we get into that negative place where we don't even think for a second what the effects of being negative to ourselves is. You know, it's like you need to start seeing yourself clearly of the magical light being that you are, the magical soul, your essence, your incredible divine nature, the miracle that you are. That is seeing with clarity. So the clarity card, you're like so blessed. You got an amazing medicine wheel full of herbs. You got chamomile, echinacea, ginger, rosemary, St. John's wort, and our herb of the week, thyme, all under the protection of the rowan tree. So yeah, this is a message for you to create a sacred space for yourself so that you can just really be with the plants, go within, and remember who the fuck you are. I say that so lovingly, but yet insistently. It is so past time for you to remember who the fuck you are. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Like, this low self-esteem, you've let it go on long enough. Okay, enough of that shit. We're done with that now. You are gorgeous. You are beautiful. You are worthy. And I'm not just talking about your body. I'm talking about who you are. And you should love your body. You picked it. You picked the form. So yesterday I told you I made a video on my YouTube. And halfway through the video, like, it's later, I'm recording later on in the day. And like, all I have on is this little tank top. And the negative part of me was like, oh my God, you're so flat and deflated and just like, ugh, right? But I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to stop judging my body because I picked it. And this body has served me. And yeah, it's a little deflated, but that's because I gave it over to humanity and brought in 3 beautiful babies, you know? And yeah, I am scrawny, lean, thin, but that's who I am. Like, for whatever reason, I didn't think that voluptuous curves were going to serve me in this incarnation. I don't know why I didn't pick them, but I guess this is the form, this is the body I chose. So I need to get over my immature insecurities, like, really. Like, it's embarrassing at this point. Like, I am turning into a wise woman ever so slowly and surely inside of me. So it's like, anytime that like I'm nitpicky about my body, I'm almost getting embarrassed about that. Like, aren't you done with this insecureness yet? Like, it's not even flattering. So be gentle with yourself for judging yourself, for being negative to yourself. You are so worthy. So what kind of work do you need to do inside of yourself to get that clear vision, to get that clarity, to get to the place that you are protecting yourself from yourself? Yeah, you need protection from your own ego. Sucks, but it's true. The person that makes you feel the most shit is living inside of you. Hello, ego. Nice to see you again, my old friend. Sometimes not. Sometimes you're not your friend. All right, so you got chamomile. You've got to relax you. You've got echinacea, another herb of protection like rowan. You've got ginger to warm yourself up and rosemary to get your blood moving. You've got St. John's wort that's going to be blooming here in another week or two around the summer solstice that you can harvest and make a tincture that will keep you happy all winter long. So if you are blessed enough to find St. John's wort, bless yourself with a bottle of vodka and make yourself some tincture. You'll thank me this next January when you really need it. And yeah, take the time to do this. You've got the herb of the week, thyme, also coming in to remind you to release what is no longer you, to burn away these old negative aspects of yourself. Okay, your soul flower is crocus, opening, and its purple background matches the purples in your quote, be gentle with yourself. You are so worthy. So let's open yourself to this clarity of your own worthiness. Tender crocus is one of the first flowers to appear in the spring. She is gently reminding you to open to the beauty and softness of the world, even though it may seem harsh and inhospitable at times. Trust in the process. Trust in the process. Open and accept the possibility that there is love and magic surrounding you always. So if you do feel like the world has been harsh and inhospitable, just downright nasty, that's why you started off with the rowan tree, protection. Like, you can call on your divine helpers, your angelics. You can call on the beautiful divine love of the universe to protect you and to help you see through the eyes of love, so that you start seeing love and magic in the world. You have to change your spectacles, your vision, your sight. You have to start looking for love, and you have to start looking for that self-love that you can give yourself. Your botanic whisper is grapefruit, spontaneity, confidence, youth. So it's like, start to tap into that energy within yourself that you can really enjoy. I have a young spirit, boundless energy, and am uplifted by the knowledge that there is no mistakes in this life, only joyful accidents. So whatever comes your way, even if it's unexpected, if you surface up some bitterness inside of you, be gentle with yourself, forgive yourself, let that pass, let it go. Be open now to love and magic and clarity. And also be open to changing. Be like, well, I've always felt this way. I've always been a bitter bitch. I've always done this or done that. Or I've always, like, hey, that is a limiting belief system. That is you holding yourself back. That's your ego talking you out of feeling good. So be open to some new energy. Be open to your youthful energy returning. Even if you're feeling like an old hag, you got to remember that inside of you, the true you has boundless energy. So maybe that's why, like, you're getting rosemary and ginger and chamomile, these sweet, young, youthful feeling herbs, you know what I mean? That's why you're getting thyme to release that old stagnant energy. That's why you're getting echinacea to protect you, to bolster you, to be ready for anything, right? To be ready for whatever comes your way, and be able to handle the world, even if it's harsh at times. Okay, and your herbal friend for the weekend is walnut. You're getting to hang out with a tree, which has a message of letting go. So that just reaffirms everything we've been talking about. You've got to let go now of that self-critical shiz. You've got to let go of the negativity. You've got to let go of the old sight, the old way of looking at things. You've got to let that go so that you can invite in, and like Crocus said, be open to the beauty and softness of the world. So yeah, even if you've a long time felt like you got to protect yourself from everything, it's okay to still protect yourself, but you don't have to only be protecting yourself. You don't have to only be on the defense all the time. You don't have to only be looking at the negative, bad things all the damn time. That does not serve you. That limits you. That makes you bitter, okay? That makes you age. That makes you feel old. That makes you feel disgusted with the world when you're always looking at the bad stuff. So be open to letting that perspective go. I'm not saying walk around like a naive idiot susceptible to attack. I'm not saying that. But I am saying, if you've built up your walls way too ridiculous and all you can see is craziness and things you have to always be protecting yourself against, you're missing out on the magic. You're missing out on a lot of love. You're missing out on some fun. You're missing out on being spontaneous and acting like a kid again. So let go this weekend with walnut. Just drop your nuts, man. Let them go. Let them bounce off. Let them go. Let the people go that don't serve you. Let your kids go. Let them live their lives. Let everybody just do their own thing so that you can do your own thing, and you can be gentle with yourself, and you can feel worthy, and you can feel open, and you can feel confident, and you can feel that energy flow. And get this, you can feel that clarity coming in of who you truly are and what you truly want. And you can really start to enjoy your life and all the beautiful plants around you and experiences and love and, yeah, magic. So thank you, walnut. Thank you, grapefruit. Thank you, crocus. Thank you, chamomile, echinacea, ginger, rosemary, St. John's wort and thyme, and rowan for coming in with this message for number 51. You should be feeling blessed. And that number 51, it's like you made it to the halfway point and a step beyond, right? That's what I think about 51. Like your cup is now officially half full and a little bit, and a couple drops more. So stay positive and keep filling it up and knowing that, you know what, you're worthy of all the good things, for sure. So be it. Okay, I'm back. Wow, what an interesting errand that turned out to be. Okay, so I went to pick up my lunches and I saw my neighbor, and she showed me her leg. She got bit by a brown recluse. Her leg is swollen red and bruised looking. So I was like, oh my God, like huge. Like make a circle with your middle fingers and your thumbs and then just widen it out a little bit and imagine that wrapping around the top of a calf muscle. It's huge. Bruise, circle, red hot. And I'm just like, oh my God, like what are you putting on that? Because she's taking an antibiotic, but it's like getting worse looking. And so I'm like, we need to pick you some plantain. And like I'm showing her and telling her what plantain's for. It's right there, of course, where we're standing under this tree. There's all this broadleaf plantain. And so I sent her off with a stash of that. I said, what else are you going to plan on doing for that? She's like, I was going to run in and see if I can find some activated charcoal and put it on. I was like, I have some. Let's go to my house. I'll get you a container of that. I sent her off with some white clay too. But another afternoon project, I'm going to figure out what else I can do for her. And share some of my vitamin C with her too. Maybe I think she should take powdered C, and I'll see what else I can find. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot believe the way it looked on her leg though. It was alarming. So anyways, that's what I just did, and hopefully she's gonna put it on. And I think I can pick her more plantain. I'm wondering about comfrey. And what else? What else can I do for her? Give her for her spider bite. They take a long time to heal, but you got to be proactive. Okay, so anyways, I came back. We're back to do our last pile, number 96. This is the pile that I said resonated with me, so we'll see. I kind of have this sneaky feeling that like all three piles are going to be so similar because the messages of the two piles were definitely similar. Working on that inner space and self-love and all that good stuff. So 96 though. Did you pick 96? Did you graduate in 96? I know people who were like, you know, like some of these young people that I'm connecting with, I'm like, you weren't even born when I was graduating high school. So all right, let's see here. Oh my goodness though. My head's spinning from trying to think what I can do to help her. She said she put ice on it, but it seemed to make it worse. And she was also putting a little breast milk on it. She said that seemed to help. And breast milk is magic stuff. But oh, I should look and see like what essential oils. Maybe I can make her up something to like put on it like that too. Oh my gosh, you guys, it looks so bad. I was like instantly called to help. Like I must help you. All right, 96. Here's our message. We got this card that I'm never really sure about. It's Salal with a message of subdue. Okay, so we're going to have to pull the next two cards to even understand what that could even be about. Our quote is, I say R because I feel like this is my message. When the root is deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. So right off the bat, these are so pretty. The colors match each other. There's a lot of white and with just a little of pink and blue and green. Maybe we need to subdue our fears. Tone it down a notch. Let's see what our priestess is. Ritual. And she's kind of interesting too, that like it's a colorful card, but yet it's kind of spaced out. Like there's a lot of, it's just like the accent colors. So with the Ritual, she's got her hands blue. She's it's not, what is that plant that she's using that turns her hands blue with the Ritual card? It's blue woad. Yeah, she's using blue woad. So when the root is deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. So I really feel like right now our first message with the number 96 is we've got to chill out our fears. Like, we are fearing things that there is no reason to fear. Now, a lot of people might fear spider bites, and now that I've just seen one, I'm like, dang, right? But that hardly ever happens, you know? I mean, you can, like, we were walking in the woods, and I was like, every step, I'm like keeping an eye out for snakes, and, you know, we don't want to step on anybody. We don't want to surprise anybody. And it's like, sometimes, like, I was like, dang, like, I'm not even enjoying this walk because I'm like on the lookout, you know? It's like when we start, that was probably maybe a decent situation to be looking out. But when we start living our lives all the time in fearing everything, it just gets a little ridiculous, and we have to tell ourselves to chill out. So we've got the Priestess of Ritual with the blue woad, with the blue hand. She's got a blue, the triple goddess moon on her belly, her forehead and nose, she's got painted blue. She's got the phases of the moon around her too. So in a lot of ways, this means that a cycle is ending, or a phase. So if we've been in this phase of fear, we need to end that, and we need to start a new cycle of faith. We need to start a new cycle of, you know, going with the flow. We have start a new cycle, like our quote says, when the root is deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. So she's naked. She's got her hands up. She's very, like, connected to earth right now. She's trusting. She's really feeling her instinctive power. And so she's anchoring her energetic roots down into the earth, down into Gaia, so that she can really, you know, even if a storm comes in, there's nothing to fear. She knows her ties with the earth are deep. She knows she is anchored. She knows she is secure. And if something comes up, she understands that just like the phases of the moon, everything will pass. This is just a phase. All cycles must end, and then we will begin a new one. So it's like, if you're not quite happy like where things are in your life, just know that, like all things, there can be an ending, a completion, and an opportunity to start something new. So let's see what the soul flower is. Our soul flower is Stinky Stargazer Lily, Surrender. Some people probably really love the smell of lilies. I just had an experience once where it was so intense. It was just like, we had to put it outside and admire it through the window. Now, what's really great though is it's purple and white and spacious feeling, just like the Solal card, just like the quote card. Lots of white with some purpley blue accents and green accents. So there's a lot of, like, take a deep breath feeling in this colors, right? There's a lot of, like, I want to say, like, minimalism peace. You know how, like, when you clean out a room and there's only the essentials in it, it feels really peaceful and calm. When you give, like, if you got, like, a shelf that's just, like, got everything cluttery, and you take everything off, you dust it, and you put the same stuff back, but you put it back where it's supposed to be, and organized and nice, and it's like all of a sudden the energy flows so much better, right? You clean it up a little bit. So Stargazer Lily has a message of surrender. Surrender to your dog's barking. Hey, go lay down. Go lay down. Stargazer Lily is asking you to go lay down. Stargazer Lily is asking you to surrender to the unconditional love that the universe has flowing toward you. All right, so let's just take a deep breath for a minute. And feel yourself relaxing your shoulders and surrendering to the unconditional love that the universe has flowing toward you. Let down the barriers surrounding your heart and surrender. Surrender the unloving thoughts about yourself to allow yourself to receive. You are always enough. So now I'm convinced that regardless of what pile you pick today, 6, 51, or 96, you're getting the same damn message. It's definitely a spinoff of the trees this week, you know, asking us to notice our boundaries, know when to protect ourselves, know when to surrender, know when to let more love in, know when to let more people in, know when to just isolate and take time for your sacred space. All the herbs and flowers want us to feel like we are enough and we are worthy and we are safe and we are protected. And there is no reason to fear the wind because your roots are deep. And if you are falling into fear, then the solution is simple. You anchor yourself deeper into Mother Earth. You let her hold you more. You see your energetic roots going down, 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 holding you in place so that you can weather the storm. So open yourself up. Surrender to unconditional love. It's always flowing towards you. Always. But have you barricaded the door? Have you boarded up the windows? Are you blocking it out? Or are you letting it in? So that is the request from Stargazer Lily, to let down the barriers around your heart, let go and surrender the unloving thoughts, and allow yourself to receive more of the unconditional love that the universe is flowing towards you, towards you, towards you. You are worthy, you are enough, you should feel good. You should be like the priestess of ritual and be able to like run around in your naked self with your blue woad hands, painted face, and be under the moon and be like, you know what? I am part of nature. I belong here. I have nothing to fear. Except for maybe brown recluse spiders. All right, so let's see what our botanic whisper is. It's Jasmine, and she has a message of mystery, sensuality, and angels. So I think that's perfect to go beside this Stargazer Lily, which is a very angelic flower. I think it's perfect to go after the priestess of ritual under her mysterious blue woad ritual under the phases of the moon. Sensuality, enjoying the fragrance. So jasmine's very, very strong smell. Stargazer Lily's very, very strong smell. I have no idea about blue woad or solal, our first two plants, which is interesting because jasmine's about mystery, so it only makes sense that there would be an element that I don't understand in these cards. I don't understand it all. I don't have all the answers. There is many, many things yet to be discovered. We have to embrace the mystery. We have to embrace the parts of ourselves that we just don't quite get, and it's okay. Maybe we never will, and that's fine. So the negative attributes that jasmine might be addressing is harshness, secrets, feeling exposed, which is hilarious because of if I said that you could be naked under the full moon with painted skin, did that make you feel a little bit exposed? Who would really do that? You know what I mean? Who would really do that and feel totally comfortable? So yeah, sometimes we are exposed physically, emotionally. We go into parts of ourselves that we do feel vulnerable, but there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear when you've done your energetic work. So Jasmine says, I am a sensual, complex being, and I celebrate the darkest parts of myself as well as the light. I see the sweet beauty in both. And so that's really sweet to come in with the ritual priestess, because we have the full moon and we have the new moon and we have everything in between. We have the light, we have the dark. We contain both of these within ourselves. You know I'm not all sweet peaches and cream. You know it. And you know that I'm not all bad either. Like, I am a healthy mix of the all. I accept all parts of me. I integrate all parts of me. I heal. I accept the parts of me that I'm not really proud of, but I heal them and integrate them and acknowledge them. I acknowledge my light and my dark. I am a complex being. I am sensual, and I see this sweet beauty in both. So whether you're having a full moon moment or a dark new moon moment, it's like you just surrender to it all. You surrender to the unconditional love coming at you. You surrender to the beauty, to the sweetness, to the moment, to the experience of who you are. You surrender to the mystery. And I love that the angels are here in the Jasmine, and also so much in the Stargazer Lily too, because it's like you are going to be called into the darkness. That's the parts you have to go to find your greatest light and do your healing work. So the angels are here to guide you and love you, and Asiel and I always kind of say, like, and we go where the angels dare not to. That's what we do here in these human experiences. We dive into that darkness sometimes where we do kind of go alone. However, we are never alone, right? So keep on reaching for that light. Keep on reaching for the stars, the Stargazer Lily says. And the jasmine flower looks like a star, a white star as well. And yeah, it's sad I cannot think of what the salal, so I think that's from India, and it doesn't grow around here. It's got darker berries, but it has white flowers too. Subdue. So let's see who our weekend, I was going to say our weekend warrior is, our weekend herbal ally to take us through the weekend. Oh, hell yeah, it's hops. With celebration. Oh, good. Good. Okay, so what's so funny is I'm studying golden seal right now. I'm researching for the Herbal Marie podcast. And the Latin name for golden seal is Hydratus canadensis. Well, the Latin name for hops is Humulus lupulus. Anyways, so a lot of times in a lot of my books, they are together. So as I was supposed to be reading about golden seal, but because hops was on the page before it, I started reading about hops instead. So it's just funny to me that hops is here for this last card reading, which I resonate with. And I was thinking I really wanted to get some dried hops. I've never ordered any by itself. You know, I've had it in a tea blend, but I was really thinking I wanted to get to know this plant by itself. So that's just a personal synchronicity validation to see this really fun looking hops plant. It grows so tall, and And when I look at this plant, she's done the stem to kind of look like DNA, kind of like that helix look to it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like it's almost like it's inner chakras. Every time this stem crisscrosses in the DNA look, it's a spark of light. And I feel like it's saying you need to light up from within. You need to keep that inner light going. Align your chakras. There's like sparks of light all over this plant that almost look like it could be stars around it. So I feel like there is like a cosmic pull bringing in that unconditional love and light that the universe is always streaming to us, taking it down, 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 and hops its roots, taking it down, down, down into its swirly, curly, lighted roots. When the root is deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. Well, these roots are like lighted up. So it's like we could also say when the roots are lit, there is no reason to fear the darkness of going down into our mysterious places, into the underworld, and, you know, expose the darkness to the light, right? That's what we can do. That's what we can do for ourselves and the world. Keep on spreading light, keep on spreading love, celebrate. Hops is all about celebration, celebrating our journeys, celebrating the fact that we accept all parts of ourselves, all aspects of ourselves, the light and the darkest parts of ourselves. That's something to celebrate. Like, I love myself completely to the best of my ability, and I am so proud of myself. And I'm so proud of myself for being willing to do my shadow clearing work, to be willing to go into the mystery, to be willing to go through the phases of my life and the phases of the moon, and be willing to face the wind, and be willing to go deeper, and to be willing to subdue my fear. I'm very proud of myself. You should be very proud of yourself. That's what you should say to yourself. And then crack open a cold one and celebrate with some hops, and celebrate with community, and celebrate by rising to the light. Celebrate by reaching ever upward and asking for more of it. Asking for more light. Asking for more enjoyment. Asking for more experiences that you can enjoy your sensuality. You can enjoy the fragrance as a flower and the wind on your cheeks. And you can enjoy the full moon and the darkest of moons. You can just enjoy it all and start living every day like it is a celebration. And as you subdue the fear and the negative aspects and the harshness and, you know, anything that sort of the little things that make life rough, as we subdue more of that, we can enjoy more of everything else. And when you are anchored, when your roots are deep and you do feel protected by angels and you do feel like the universe has your back, you can even enjoy the dark moments. It can be done. Just continue to surrender to the unconditional love that's flowing towards you. Allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to celebrate, and allow yourself to enjoy yourself. Allow yourself to get naked under the full moon if that's what you want to do. Allow yourself to perform rituals, and know in your heart of hearts that you are always enough. You are always enough, and you are worthy of that celebration. All right, well, TGIF already. Yes, indeed. We just spent another week together. Thank you so much, you guys. You're the best. Thank you for growing, learning, transmuting, expanding, ever evolving with me. I really appreciate us journeying together. I truly appreciate us putting our energy as a collective, as a co-creation, You know, whether you're listening now or in a later now or now, no matter when you're listening in, it's still now. And we still are throwing all our energy into the pot, per se, and we are growing good vibes. What are you growing this year? I'm growing some good vibes for the world, because somebody's got to do it. So once again, I just want to thank you, and I also want to thank our Herb of the Week time for helping us to be brave and courageous and follow this labyrinth in and out and in and out again. It's just a never-ending journey. That's what it is for us, you guys, a never-ending journey. And we really need to step into our true selves now and to enjoy ourselves. So we are protected. We can have a safe passage no matter what we want to do. And yeah, shout out to Time. Just such a gorgeous Herb of the Week, really helping us release what no longer serves us and step into the magic that we truly are. So on that note, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your herbal friends, and I'll see you again soon.